everybody, and welcome to Nathan on Shuffle and to my latest episode of New Music Weekly. It's June 14th, 2024, and I'm doing it a little bit different this week. Usually I talk about the top 5 prog news headlines, talk about some singles, and then give you updates on the channel and what's happening here. I felt like it was a little bit of a slow week news-wise. There wasn't a lot to talk through, but I thought there was some really cool prog singles to put together on a list today. So I wanted to just basically go through what I think are the top 5 new singles in prog, give you a little bit of news through those singles and what's happening with these particular artists, and just do kind of a short episode today. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I still wanted to check in with everybody and let you guys know what's happening in my world and in the world of progressive rock. So I think this should be a fun little format for those slower news weeks, perhaps. So on my prog singles list, first I have Meer's Golden Circle. This is a Norwegian group that I absolutely love. Their previous album, Plain House, was my favorite album of 2021. My first year, basically, that I was doing a YouTube channel. So really exciting to see them coming out with a new album, which is going to be called Wheels Within Wheels, coming out August 23rd on Charisma Records. This track, this first single, Golden Circle, is just a powerhouse. Yeah, they're not super out-and-out progressive rock. I think they're more blending this progressive spirit with a pop sensibility, but it's really well done. They have these dual male-female vocals that are just perfect and add a lot of orchestral elements, a lot of different things to the tapestry to create more than just your standard pop songs. So I'm really excited for their upcoming album, and this track has a lot of energy and a lot of excitement to it, and I really recommend you check it out. The second single on my list is John Anderson and the Band Geeks and their new track Shine On. I talked a little bit about this on a previous episode, but John Anderson and the Band Geeks are releasing a new album called True on August 23rd. So this is an exciting preview for it, and to me it sounds really great. It sounds like classic, maybe Trevor Rabin era Yes. You know, it sounds like it could come off of like 90125 Big Generator era, to my ears at least. A lot of big harmonies, a lot of fun kind of poppier Yes sounds to it, but shows a lot of promise for what's to come from John Anderson and his upcoming album. I think it sounds really fantastic and shows that there could be a lot of fun to be had with this upcoming record. And they're still doing tour dates as well as John Anderson and the Band Geeks throughout North America through the latter part of this month and all the way into September. So a lot to check out with John Anderson and his activities, still sounding great, in great vocal form even in his upper age. So it's really exciting and really cool to see him out there and active and doing a lot in the progressive rock world. So definitely check out that single. Next I have Return to the Earth and their track Stalagmite Steeple, which is the title track off of their record that was just released today. Really fantastic group, a UK-based prog band that sounds a bit like Pink Floyd or Airbag or, you know, some of the more atmospherics of Anathema perhaps. Really great sound to them, really emotional, really poignant. Their new album talks a lot about the after effects of COVID and some of the negative aspects of, you know, the societal issues that took place due to it. Really heartfelt, really emotional, some great guitar soloing, some great vocals from Robin Peachy. Just a really fantastic release that I'm going to be diving into more fully this week on my reviews. So really excited. Check out that track. It's definitely well worth your time. On number 4, I have the Radicant and Zero Blue. This is a project from Vincent Kavanagh, formerly of Anathema. A new project. This is a debut single from the upcoming EP We Ascend. A little bit more like maybe electronica, you know, atmospheric vibes than full on out prog. But if you like latter era Anathema stuff and you like some of the more atmospheric and, you know, electronica elements of their sound, some great vocals, this should be an exciting release. And it's cool to see these Anathema members coming out with some new material, because Anathema's been defunct for quite some time now, and it's cool to see these guys putting their stamp out in the musical world yet again. And they should have a full-length album coming out next year, so this is kind of a bit of a teaser for this project. So that's the Radicant Zero Blue. And then finally, an interesting endeavor, Polychuck and the track The Cyclone. This is a music from a musically eclectic composer and guitarist Thomas Polychuck, best known as simply Polychuck, returning Friday. just came out with his latest offering, a single entitled The Cyclone, a little bit of a fusion rock flavor featuring drummer Simon Phillips and acclaimed keyboardist Jarek Sherinian of previous Dream Theater fame. Really cool guitar work, cool rhythms, powerful melodies, great collaboration, and it should be a really cool track to check out if you're into the more virtuosic side of the coin and like some fusion mixed in with your rock music. This is really cool. Polychuck apparently I've been doing this for quite some time. He's a great guitar shredder who started at the age of 13 and has matured into singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, producer, and high-profile guitar coach who's taken the world by storm. So definitely worth checking out if you're into that sort of thing. So I'm going to put links to all these singles, to their YouTube videos in the description, so please check that out. That's what I always like to do here. On the channel, I had a smattering of really great reviews this week that I still recommend you check out if you haven't seen those reviews yet. Some incredible albums coming out right now in the world of progressive rock, so check out Baroque Project's Time Voyager, fantastic symphonic prog album from an Italian band, really great. I love Mariana Simkina's Siren, a fantastic progressive folk darker album, but really beautifully done with some orchestral elements and some folky arrangements. Really wonderful. And Hasse Froberg and Musical Companion came out with their album Eternal Snapshots, which is fantastic, just classic prog in the Flower Kings type style with a lot of punk rock of the 70s and things like that to bring about a really fun sound that I think is really great to listen to. So those are some of my favorite things lately. Next week I have another great trio of reviews that I'm planning to put out there. I apologize once again for the background that doesn't quite have what I want on it quite yet. It's taking longer than I thought to move things in and to get things set up, but I still want to put out content and let you guys know about some of this great music that's coming out. So hopefully you enjoyed this somewhat shorter episode, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in a future one. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you on the channel later on down the line. Thank you guys. Bye everybody. Enjoy the music.